You've had news outlets from all around the country writing about her, talking about her, and which is sort of rare when you are the mayor of a small town in Chicago. Tiffany Henyard is the mayor of Dolton, Illinois. And there have been all sorts of stories written, folks talking about what she wears, talking about her conduct, allegations about spending, you name it. There's been lots of drama, if you will. She joins us right now. I'm glad to have you here in studio. And so first off, so there are a couple of things. You're the mayor of Dolton, and then also there's a township. So explain to folks the difference between those two and what your jobs are.
Sure. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you allow me a platform to speak my truth. I'm the mayor of Dolton. I got elected in 2021, becoming the first female mayor of Dolton.
Roland Martin, a so-called American journalist, not a journalist, but a so-called journalist, gets no man support from me. He received no man support way before the Roland Martin so-called unfiltered interview with Mayor Tiffany Henyard, an interview in which he failed to address Tiffany's allegations of corruption and dictatorship. 90%ers mostly populate the Dolton's community. Mr. Roland, I thought you were an advocate for so-called black people.
Too has information indicating the FBI has launched an investigation into controversial Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Dane Placco has been following allegations of her misspending and joins us now with an update. Dane.
Yeah, we've been reporting for nearly 2 years on allegations of corruption surrounding Henyard in her capacity as Dolton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor. And now we've learned from multiple sources that federal agents are in fact interviewing witnesses as part of a possible investigation that may or may not result in charges.
Did the FBI agents you talked to seem serious about?
Yes, very serious.
Concerns?
Very serious. Very.
Lawrence Gardner owns a U-Haul rental and trucking business in South Suburban Dolton and says he went to the FBI several months ago, frustrated that the village of Dolton would not renew his business license. Gardner says he's been harassed and his business raided and shut down by Dolton police. He believes because he refused to make a donation to a civic event sponsored by Dolton Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Nobody knows something. Don't nobody know nothing.
Tiffany Henyard certainly isn't shy about attracting attention. Here she is starting a Dolton Village board meeting dressed like the Wesley Snipes character in the movie New Jack City, later punctuating her political points with the help of her own DJ.
Every single resident. Pay me what you owe me. Thank you, DJ.
No man support way before you interviewed Mr. Randall, who founded a boarding school to teach young boys to be men. Not so-called men, but men. A disgusting interview. You were disrespectful to Mr. Randall because Mr. Randall is not controlled to always walk to the left. For the 90%ers, watch the King Randall interview through the lens of truth, not skin color. Martin says so-called black and brown people don't know how to get transportation, IDs, and birth certificates, and need food and water to stand in line to vote. So, Roland, were you saying that the 90% club and Hispanics need special education accommodations to vote? However, a year after the Randall interview, Georgia had the largest voter turnout.
Shouldn't we be fighting voter suppression laws that make it harder for them to get elected?
Mr. Roland, if you can't go get, what's the problem with black folk going to get voter ID?
If you live in rural Georgia, and you've seen the closures of driver's license offices, and you don't have transportation, then the question is, how are you then accessing it? In Texas, for instance, when Texas passed its voter ID law, they showed that 600 to 800,000 African Americans and Latinos were going to be negatively impacted by the voter ID law in Texas because of where they could go. In Texas, they said that you could not use your state-issued student ID at a state institution, but if you had a hunting license, you could. In Pennsylvania, when they passed their voter ID law, they required you to actually travel to an office to fill out a form to say you could not afford a license, an ID. You then have to go back home, and then once they've certified that, come back. Black people in Georgia who do not have birth certificates, who cannot get a voter ID. So that's just one issue with the voter ID. Right now, Republicans want to make it a crime to hand out water and food if folks are waiting in line to vote. Does that make sense?
Okay, if they gonna do that, then how about before people go and vote, y'all go set up like you usually do and go hand it to them before they go get in line? It's a way around that.
Hold up, wait. You do realize.
Right, absolutely. But as far as seeing some of the things on the bill, you know, as far as the feeding and stuff like that, I mean, we not slow and we don't have a learning disability. I believe some of those things we can get taken care of. We can go get IDs. We could go start a black voter IDs matter and go help people go get their IDs.
I peep your game. You are a shrewd so-called man. Not a man, but a so-called man. You kind of know your history and politics. However, you take what you know and twist it, amend it, and remove context. You scream, yell, talk over, and bully anyone who disagrees with your political religion. And what I peeped was confirmed when you allegedly colluded in leaking debate questions to Hillary Clinton before a CNN town hall in 2016. Thanks, WikiLeaks. On that note, for my so-called men, not real men, but my so-called men, don't be this dude doing what typical pro-blacks do.
Right. That is it for us. I do gotta ask you, do you know how to wobble?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you know how to wobble?
I don't.
You know how to wobble? You just lost the black vote right there. Karen, the black folks on your staff need to teach you how to do the wobble. Trust me.
Can you show me how to do it?
Oh, I can show you how to do it. You gonna pick up some votes, trust me.
But I gotta see it in order to know it.
Oh, you need some music. I don't really the music, but I'm just saying.
Okay, who can show me? Come on, don't be shy.
I told y'all Black Network we do a little bit different.
Well, you raised it. Now don't leave me hanging out here.
You put my iPod on. I got music.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, plug this up right now. Y'all know I put it on now. That's how I told y'all need the music. Don't let the ascot fool you.